All right, we in the game. So now here we are. Um, what's good, y'all? Let the people come in. Let the people come in. What up? You know what it is. Wednesday nights. It's the boys' club. Rich Dollar, Sean Prez. We are getting ready to rock out. I know we're a little bit late. Had a couple of minor difficulties, but I'm back. I'm in the game. We getting it together. So yes, thank y'all for logging in. Y'all know what it is. Every Wednesday night, we do the boys' club, realist relationship conversation on the internet. So let me get my guy Sean Prez in here. Yo, is there something going on that I don't know about?
I have no idea. This is a mess.
Am I on? Is this the right page?
Let me see. Yeah, it looked like it. I have no.
I don't know what's up, but anyway, whatever. It is what it is.
Hold on. Let me check my other phone. Sarah, what up? I see you. Let me check my other line, my other phone. See, but this is just. Yeah, it ain't see. Even though on my other phone, it's not even coming up that we on. Like straight up, like it don't even say we live. Okay, it just popped up that we live. Um, and it looked like it's your right account too.
All right, we here. Whatever. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, matter of fact, yo, Rich, I just triple checked it. It is your right account. But let's just get into it. I have no idea. Every week I get more and more frustrated with this platform. My word.
Yo, you're right. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, let's just get into it. For everybody who's joining in, it's Wednesday night. Forgive us. I'm a little frustrated right now. Rich is a little frustrated. Same old problems we have every week, but y'all are here, we here. So that's all that counts. Um, Wednesday night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We are the Boys Club. Sean Prez, Richie Dollars. This is just very, very real, unfiltered relationship talk coming from the mind of two men, two real men.
Exactly.
But Rich, before we get into it, man, are you in the right headspace? Because right now I'm trying to get it together. It seemed like we had to log on 5 different times to get this to this place.
Bro, it's like, yo, legit, like, it's always something. We need to do what we need to do to get off this platform because I swear to God, bro, every week it's always something with this thing. Like, I just went on this afternoon. It's
All
every
right,
week it's
don't say
something else.
nothing crazy because you just getting back in the game. So let's just leave it here. But anyway, um, please, everybody, tell a friend and tell a friend. If y'all are into what we do week over week, please let your friends know right now that we are on. Um, and tag them and just tag a few of your friends. Let them know that we're online. Okay. Rich, it almost feels. I just hate even bringing this up, but I have to because it is just it's news. Your man Nick Cannon. Um, I mean, this guy every week talking about him, but you almost cannot not talk about him because the man keeps making babies. Had his eighth baby this week um, by the ex-wife of professional football player Johnny Manziel.
Mm-hmm.
I, Rich, I don't even know what to make. I'm just throwing it to you. What do you even make of this at this point? Like, do we even need to spend 5 minutes on this?
I'm gonna keep it real. To me, at this point, it's like it says more about the women than it does about Nick. At this point, it just like all the conversations that everybody has, the blogs, everything like that, the women, the comments he made about Mariah, about being back with Mariah if he could, and all those different things. At this point, bro, I tell you this every week. It definitely says more about the women at this point than it does about him. It says that the women are they're thirsty, they're looking for a little fame, they're looking for the money, because there's no way that a woman in her right mind would allow a man to make simultaneous babies and be okay with that. Like they can't be okay with that. Like there's no way that these women are okay with that. Like I don't care if he's in the delivery room with you. I don't care. Like just by virtue of the numbers, it just goes to show you that this can't be a functioning relationship when you cool with all 9 of your baby moms. Like no man could spread himself that thin, bro. Like I could see if you had 9 children, like, okay, you got 9 children, you broke up with the baby moms, you in the kids' life, you doing everything you can do to be a part of their lives. I understand that. But you're telling me that you are cool, not amicable, not okay, not co-parenting, but you're cool with all your baby moms. Like no man can spread himself that thin, especially if all these kids is essentially the same age. Like they the same. So what you gonna like? Unless, like I said, unless you're gonna buy a big old mansion, and he's capable, he could, and put all these women in the house with all these kids and have all these kids right there at your fingertips every single day with all of these women, then to me at this point it says more about the women than it does about him, because they got to go through this process. They got to have these babies. They allow themselves to get pregnant. They okay with this whole process. So if you okay with this whole process, to me that says something about you. I don't know if it's financial. I don't know if they just love Nick. I don't know what Nick got, the fucking golden stick or whatever the fucking case may be. But at this point, I can't even blame him no more. I can't even blame him no more. Like these women are allowing it. Like you allowing it to happen, and you just want to go out here and run rampant and populate the world, and these women are allowing it, then how could you even be mad at him? I don't even have nothing negative to say about Nick this week. That's my man's, and you know what? I ain't even got nothing negative to say, my nigga. Do your thing. At this point, do your thing. Because these women is obviously, I'm the fool. Maybe I don't know what's going on, because these women seem to know, they seem to be all right with it. And if they all right with it, who am I to say otherwise?
I mean, the man clearly. Okay, let me go a different direction. Rich, I'm mad at him. I'm mad at them. But I'm more mad at society at this point. I'm more mad at the fact that this behavior is accepted, and our kids are watching this and think that this is normal, that this is okay, that they can just move from chick to chick, have babies with any and everybody, and it's just okay. Yo, Nick Cannon do it. Why can't I? Like, how do you talk your daughter out of becoming, I don't know if you want to call it part of a harem? How do you talk your daughter out of having a baby with that nigga on the block that got 4, 5 other baby mamas, ain't with really none of them, but with all of them at the same time, kinda, having babies literally at the same time, as a parent, because that's how I'm thinking about it. As a parent, what is the conversation you have with your son? Yo, this ain't cool. I understand that there is a famous man that is doing this, and he's not getting beat up by his baby mothers. None of them are coming out having these R. Kelly conversations about him. They all seem they falling in line. They quiet. I'm good with this arrangement. How do I tell my son that ain't cool? It's not. How do I tell my daughter that is not cool? Find somebody who is not trying to utilize your body and your vagina as a means to an end. He's literally, I don't even know if he looks at these women as anything other than instruments to bear children. They are tools, for lack of a better way to put it. We have an arrangement. I'm going to take care of you. I got the money to do so. I'm not going to disrespect you in the press. I'm going to spend time when I can with you and the children, but you're taken care of. But essentially, you are a tool. I am using you because I have this sick, well, let me not even say sick, because I don't understand it, so I don't want to condemn him for the way he thinks. But because I have this alternative way of viewing a family and multiplying and reproduction, I'm just using you in your body to get the job done. Society is so far gone at this point, Rich. We just watched R. Kelly get 30 years. There should be some type of, like, people get fired from jobs because of moral clauses in their contracts. You violated the moral. There needs to be a moral clause just in life. This violates the life moral clause. And to watch these women participate willingly, as a man, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that you would devalue your vagina, your body, your esteem. Like you can't get another man that would love to make because Rich, you are father just like I am. Bringing a child into this world is a beautiful thing. You telling me as bad as y'all are, your esteem is this low that you would trade making a baby for being set up financially? This society is so far off, and the only thing I could say is for all the parents who will see this and who won't see this, but their kids are exposed to that, y'all gotta work double hard to let your children know that is not the way. I don't care. I know he's doing it and it's working out for him. I know they're doing it and it seems to be working out for them, but that's not the way. As a woman, find a man who is, I mean, we know relationships don't always work out, but at least go into it with the right intention. At least make that baby under the right pretense. And the same thing for men. I have a son. You think as hard as I work to be Because we've all heard that saying, do as I say, not as I do. I work damn hard that if my son don't ever hear a word come out my mouth, he sees the stand-up person that his father is. Do as I do. I don't want men. And then I throw it back to you. There has been lack of good men for years. For years, women have complained, where are all the good men? Where are all the good men? Where are all the good men? It doesn't help bring the good men any closer to the women out there who are trying to find one man who will love them the way that they need to be loved, will treat them the way that they need to be treated, will adore them the way that they want to be adored. This is disgusting, and I just think our society is in an effed up place. But that's my take on it.
Yo, this is the funny thing is, I think it took us almost a year for you to come to my thought process. I've been telling you this, Sean. I've been telling you this since we started this fucking podcast. I've been telling you that, yo, it's not that we're gonna get into that other clip, but I said it doesn't have to be industry. Like, we just, like, people often legitimize it as like, well, that's just the industry. That's not the real world. That's the world you live in. And I've been telling you, everything is relative. So all the women that are dealing with Nick Cannon, regular run-of-the-mills, no, they're a cycle of women that have been dealing with people, models, whatever, whoever they are, football exes and all that other stuff. But the way the world is so messed up now, I finally feel like, in listening to you talk when we had these conversations now, I feel like you're starting to understand that it ain't me. It ain't tainted Richie. It ain't industry Richie. It ain't the women you deal with. It's women on all levels do it to the best of their capabilities. This type of shit happens all the time. This isn't out of the norm. Women are like, you ask for good men, but in order for you to ask for a good man, you have to demand a good man. You can't in one breath be like, yo, where the good men at? Oh, you ends ain't nothing. You ends ain't shit. I can't stand you niggas. I can't go. I don't even want to go out no more. But then when you go out, you subject yourself to the bullshit. You do all the things that you say that you would never do, and then you expect dudes to be good. And dudes is like yo, like I said, I would 100%, we don't have no debate on this. I 100% agree with you. But like you said, there ain't no R. Kelly situation. It ain't no Bill Cosby situation. This nigga ain't Trey Songz and these girls. Whoever you see these other people out here that in the blogs for doing it, Deshaun Watson and all these other dudes, Nick Cannon ain't them. This is 100% agreed upon. This is consensual. These women are subjecting themselves to being one of 9 at the same time. Now, if you're one of 9 with babies, which means you got to be one of 36 to 54 of out there. And you are subjecting yourself to being a part of this circus. And how do you in your right mind ever come back from that? How do women ever argue about having a good man when I'm looking at the blogs and I'm seeing the different things that's going on? I'm seeing you say this. I'm seeing you say that. I'm seeing women do this. I'm seeing this. It's a contradiction. Men got to do better, but women got to do better. Women, if you want good men, then you must demand a good man. If you want a good man, he's out there. You just got to do the right thing. You just got to do the right thing and make a stance and make a nigga be the right. Mariah Carey got Nick in the rear view. And that's for a reason. And he's still talking about he loved her and want her back and would get back with her in a heartbeat.
And there's a reason why. Because she's the one out of all these beautiful women, and we've said this every week, the most beautiful women have the lowest self-esteem. We both know and have heard about people in our proximity, and you'd be like, wow, she's amazing. But yet, the lowest self-esteem. And that's what allows men like Nick to consensually prey on you. He's not a predator because this is consensual, but he's preying on women for their insecurities and for their, I guess, desire to be kept, to be taken care of, to be financially stable. That's how you bring kids in this world nowadays, man. It's a fucking shame, Sean. Sad, bro. Sad state of affairs. But that's where we at right now in this world. That's where we at. I'm looking at Cubana Lust. You seen the pictures I sent you of Cubana Lust? The
I don't even
Instagram
know
model.
who the hell is. I don't even know who that is. Real talk.
She used to be an Instagram model. She used to be an Instagram model. She's one of the most beautiful girls. One of the first Instagram models, bro. She's on crack now.
On crack.
Looks bad. Looks so bad, bro. She looks so bad. I sent you the pictures. I sent you the before and the after. Looks so bad. She's all over the internet the last few days. But it just goes to show you that you don't know what these women are thinking inside, because if you just seen her from the outside looking in, you'd be like, oh, she got it together. She's bad. She was one of the baddest of the bad. Now she looks worse than Maia ever looked. Remember when Maia Campbell was getting?
Absolutely. Yep.
She looks, yo, Sean, 10 times worse than Maia ever looked.
You're going to have to send me that again. I don't think I got it, Rich. Real talk.
I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you when we get off of here tonight. But it just goes to show you that these women, like, you look at these, like, same thing with the women that Nick is dating. You look at these women from the outside looking in, and a normal man walking down the street would be like, oh my God, I would never be able to get that. I would never be able to do nothing with her. She's so beautiful. But in reality, she subjects herself to the bullshit of the bullshit. You just never know. Like, bro, it's the world we live in, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yo, so I'm gonna tell you, Rich, real talk. I can't say that I've come to your side yet. I can't say. And I'm gonna tell you.
Week, bro. You come closer every week.
I'm taking some steps to understand why you feel the way you feel. And why your vernacular is the way that it is. The reason why I say I'm not on your side yet, because we're still dealing with a celebrity man, and we're dealing with women who want to be with a celebrity man. That's to me the difference. There are so many women out here who have no desire to hook up with anybody other than just a good man. The thought of a celebrity man is that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good man. But with that being said, you raised a point, and I wasn't planning on going here. But I think it needs we need to talk about this. You said a woman's need to be kept. Now, since the beginning of time, women have had a need to be kept. Long before inflation and the cost of living was through the roof, women were raised to be kept. It wasn't until maybe the 60s or 70s that it really became a two-parent household that was working. More times than not, it was the man out there working, and the woman was doing what she did at home, holding it down. So a woman's need to be kept is nothing new. But a woman needs to be kept under these conditions. I will consent, not just know about, but I'll consent with, I don't even know if I can call this extracurricular activities. I don't know if I can classify this as cheating. I don't know if I can classify this as adultery. This is consensual. Do what, go make babies. But I am fine so long as I am kept. That is disturbing at the highest level. And the reason I say I don't know that I'm totally on your side, because I feel for a young woman who has no desire to get with a Nick Cannon. And she is an adolescent. Maybe her breasts are not as big as some of the other girls in the locker room. Maybe she doesn't look in the mirror and sees herself as attractive as some of the other girls who she goes to school with. Maybe she wants to be taller. Who knows what it is? Because young ladies, I don't care how bad they are, they deal with self-esteem issues all the time. And now I got to deal with this. I also, it was bad enough that I got acne. Everybody else is sleeping with their boyfriends. I want to wait till I find the right one. You know, my breasts are not as big as my friends. Whatever, all of those things that regular young girls go through during adolescence, now they gotta add this to the list, to the ever-growing list of crap that they gotta deal with. I think it's disgusting. And I can't say that I'm all the way on your side, but I will say our young ladies who are really good young ladies who are looking for good men, unfortunate for them, they are collateral damage for them skanks who are out there doing whatever they can do to get the bag. I just look at them as collateral damage, man, and it breaks my heart. Real talk.
Okay, so this is the problem, that you're right, and there are some women who have a desire to be with a celebrity, but I'm telling you, Sean, this happens in the hood every day. This happens with the dope boy. This happens with the dude with the paper, the dude with the good job, the dude with the money. Money in 2020 allows you to circumvent the rules of relationships. Women are so adamant these days about what you can get from somebody that it's almost as if that's what supersedes the relationship itself. So as much as it's about relationships, as much as it's about celebrities and Nick Cannon per se, or dudes like Nick, or dudes that do what they do, the dudes in the hood are doing the same thing on a lesser level, just not Instagram on Shade Room and TMZ every day. They got girls, they treat same. Let's break it down for the projects. We both from the projects. Let's break it down for projects. Nigga on the 9th floor, got the fancy car, he got the Benz outside. He banging shorty on the 3rd, the 4th, and the 8th floor. And they know about each other. And because he take care of all of them, they cool with it. They cool with it. They cool with it. And that's at the lowest level that we could actually say, that's the project level. Nigga with the paper who got the Benz outside or the Jag or whatever he got outside is banging 4 girls from that project, and they know about each other, and they see each other every day. And their self-esteem is so low, or their desire to be kept is so high, that as long as he can provide for them, then he can run these games. He can run these games. And it's sad, and y'all can say what y'all want to say, but if in your heart of hearts, if you're self-aware and you pay attention to what's going on in this world, you have to agree with me. Because women are like, yo, I don't care if he's fucking her. He gonna take care of me. We getting ready to go to the trip next month. I know dudes that take multiple girls on one trip. You on this this side, you on that side, and we'll meet in the middle every day at the swimming pool with the infinity ball, and we gonna hang out. And they subject themselves to this shit, bro. And it's on all levels, man. It's on all levels, industry level, and that's why when I say you come into my side, because for the women who aren't like this, what I think you're starting to understand is that they're the minority. The good man, who we used to be the good man, we always talk about as the majority, is now the minority. The people that we used to think of as the majority, the good women, I want an independent woman, I want a man who's gonna do right by me, and I got my own, and all. Women who have their own want to spend yours. Women who have their own in 2022 want to spend yours. Just not because they don't have it, but because they feel like it's because there's so many dudes in this, and the precedent has been set by so many guys that now they feel like, well, I can have my own. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. And that's how we're gonna enter into these relationships. That's how dudes have done that. Many times we say dudes ruin the game. Dudes do it to yourself. You do this stuff to yourself, man. You do this stuff to yourself. And now for a good dude to come around, it's almost like the good dude isn't a good dude anymore. You say it every week, bro. The good dude is not. Think about what I'm saying to you, Sean, and how fucked up this is. Think about this for 1 second. The dude who comes home, got a job paying 65, wants to take care of his kids, wants to go to work every day, wants to do soccer practice and basketball practice and do all the things that a man wants to do. The right things that a man wants to do, he is now whack in comparison to the nigga who got money. Because the first thing a woman look at is that 65. You look at that 65 and you say, he's whack. He's only getting 65. Can't fuck with no nigga with 65. I need a nigga who make at least $150. You don't even know who that man is. You didn't even give that man a shot. You didn't even give that man a shot. But you want to go fuck with dude for $150. And God rest the dead. That's what Kevin Samuels used to say. Y'all want that dude who make $150. You overlook that dude who makes 65. But you want the nigga who make $150, but you don't understand that there's 5 of you who want that dude. And he gonna get all 5 of you. You know why? Because that same $150 is impressing all of y'all. But that man who make that 65, it's a struggle for him. It's a struggle for him. And he's actually the good guy. He's the one that will raise a baby LeBron James or something. Not make 9 babies with 9 women and see him once a month on some PR tour. But that's who y'all want. So now you get mad at the dude who's making 65. He's bitter. He's angry. He's upset. He ain't winning. Because he's watching all what he perceives to be the good women go chase these dudes because they're making $150, $200, and these dudes that make $150, $200 don't give a shit about them. Because the dude that makes $150, $200 understands exactly why these girls are with him. And that's the fucking the gods coming down. That's the gods coming down. The gods entering into these relationships is the fact that that man who makes $150, $200, he knows why you're here. So he shits on you. He shits on you. In this vicious cycle of people doing people dirty. The $150, $200 nigga shits on you because you shitted on the man who made 65 because you wanted the date up. And you don't even deserve the date up. You don't even understand what you're getting yourself into dating up. But you want to do it because it looks good. It sounds good. Pulling up in front of your house and your girlfriend's picking you up in the Benz looks good. The dude with the Civic, he's a good dude and will do anything for you. I mean, you don't even want him. And that's the God stepping in. So now you unhappy as a woman. He's unhappy as a man. And the dude who's sitting at the top of the food chain, he's unhappy because nobody really wants to be with him for who he is. They just want to be with him. And that's where we are in this whole world of relationships. That's where we are.
You know, you make a lot of sense, make a lot of great points. The only place I disagree with you, Rich, or the key area that I disagree with you, is because social media is around, I believe that those types of men, those types of women, it feels like it's a whole lot more of them than it really is. And what I mean by that is more in your face. You get to see more women subjecting themselves to the idea of, I want the bag and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get the bag, that the women who got 100 followers and ain't trying to be IG famous, ain't trying to be influencers, ain't trying to put their business in the street, and are trying to hook up with a good man, it looks like they're the minority because they're not the ones on the front line promoting their lifestyle. So do I agree with you 5,000,000% that the percentages of women chasing the bag is growing? Absolutely. But I don't think they're the minority, the majority. I truly believe from both, we're going to agree to disagree. Maybe one day I'm going to completely be on your side. But I just think that the ones who are not posting every little thing that they're doing on the gram, where I'm at, what I'm eating, what restaurant I'm at tonight, those are the ones it's easy to overlook that they still are the majority, Rich. It really is.
All right, I'm going to tell you something funny. Want to hear something funny? So you know how people share our story? Like the same way we on here right now, somebody could share it and it would come in. Do you know how many times I've clicked on a live? I've got a live share, like so-and-such shared a live. And I'll be like, let me just pop in here and see what's going on. Nigga, these motherfuckers be having full-fledged lives with two people.
Full-fledged lies, what?
With two people.
I don't know what you mean. What you mean?
Like a live, like right now we have 144 people that are chiming in right now. I've seen a live where this girl is at a kitchen table. At a dinner table, and she's sitting there and she's having a conversation, but the conversation is only two people in her live, and I'm one.
Correct.
My point is, all is relative. All is relative, Sean.
But you are. That's the point I'm trying to make. I agree that there is a segment of the population, and the way that I started this whole conversation out, if you go back 15 minutes ago, I'm so fearful that what Nick Cannon is doing and what those women are doing and what is now acceptable in society, our next generation, our kids are looking at that, and that's becoming normalized.
Absolutely.
So yes, when you see these women who are having lives and it's two people in it, but they just got to show, that's what I'm scared of, because they think that's what it is. But do I think they are the majority? No. Do I think that they are improperly influenced by reckless celebrities who have millions and millions of followers? Absolutely. That's the difference. Where me and you, I don't think that this is the majority. I don't. I think more and more of this generation is seeing this as normalized behavior. But I say this all the time, Rich. I don't care who you are. You a woman, you want somebody to love you. this woman put up this social media post, and I could have forwarded it to you, or maybe you forwarded it to me. I don't know. But essentially, she went on a rant, and this is a woman, and she went on this rant about how all of these girls are buying into the lifestyle of their favorite celebrities. And she called out Nicki Minaj. She called out Cardi B. We can look at the Jennifer Lopez's of the world. We can look at all of these women who are shaking their butt, who are dressing scantily clad, who are goals. They're goals. And all the women are looking at them like, I want to go to DR, I want to go to South America because I got to get a BBL, I got to get my chest perked up a few sizes. But what they don't realize, every one of them women, I don't care if Cardi is talking about, I was on the pole for 10 years. Cardi's married. That was gold for her. I don't care what, like Cardi can walk around in a thong. Cardi can pole dance, shake up. But at the end of the day, the same woman that y'all are admiring, they just want a man to wife them. Jennifer Lopez, she done went through 100 niggas till she got back with Ben Affleck. I just want somebody marry me. I will settle it down. I'll do all this on the gram. I'm going to show it all. And these young girls, they're impressionable and they think, oh, they doing this. But what they don't realize, those girls, they will get wiped up in a minute if the right nigga came. Nicki Minaj, half dressed, butt implants or whatever she got. Kardashians, Nicki's married. Every one of the Kardashians is wiped up. So what these girls are interpreting as goals, they are not understanding that the women that they think are so out there, the women that they think that, oh, that's the way to go. All of them got big butts, big chests, dressed to the nines. Every time you see them, it's makeup, this, that, and the third. Every single one of the women I just named, they all just wanted a man. They all just wanted somebody wife me. Take me off the market. And these girls are getting bamboozled. And they are literally being hoodwinked by their favorite celebrities. And that's why I say, even us as parents, we got to talk to our kids because we cannot normalize. We can't have them with the 3-card Monty, the banana in the tailpipe, the bait and switch, thinking, oh, I got to go out there, get the bag and do anything for it. And this, baby girl, take a closer look. Every single one of those girls that you aspire to be have a husband. They are in committed relationships. Every single one of them. So I just think we live in a crazy world, and it kind of, and I'm gonna play it if you can hear it, because it kind of leads me to even that Candace Owens clip that you sent me. I think that I'm not a huge fan of Candace Owens. I don't necessarily agree with her politics or what have you. But truth of the matter is, you sent me this clip, and I think you were dead on. Tell me if you can hear it, all right?
All right.
This man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. That I don't have to be a man to know that that's not what men want, right? If you think that that's freedom, The idea that you have to wear less, the idea that you have to get naked to be heard, do you really think that's a form of freedom? Because that's not. That's slavery. That's bondage. I didn't have to take off my clothes to be heard in society. And these women will realize that when you follow these people that are, self-imposed feminists, I'm a feminist, I do this, I'm a feminist, you hear that word over and over and over again, you'll find that the majority of them are miserable. Look at their lives and ask yourself a question. Do you think they are happy? Do you feel good when you do what they do, right? When you're constantly looking for a dopamine hit from social media because you took your clothes off and you want somebody in your comments, a thirst trap with your ass out, right? And you want someone in your comments with, oh, slay bae, you slayed the day, bae. Hashtag Tuesdays, am I right?
Were you able to catch that, or should I play it
Yeah,
again?
yeah, we heard it. We heard it. It was
Okay.
very great.
What's your thoughts on it?
So, I'm like you. I'm not a big Candace Owens fan. I think that she's very, very smart. Oftentimes, she's on point. I think that her views on this type of stuff are a lot better than her political views. I think me and Candace go left with the political views. I can't argue this at all. I can't argue this at all. That's why I sent it to you. Like, I guess it comes from the place of even a broke clock is right twice a day. So we can say what we want to say about her, but she was on point with this, because we are so into the social media world that people are now giving up their happiness to prove a point, giving up their opportunities to become happy, trying to prove a point, trying to make the world think that you actually are something that you're not. And if you were to just subscribe to the thought process of being yourself and doing what you do and who you are, then you would probably be able to find somebody that accepted you for that. The way Candace broke that down, bro, with the whole social media and thirst trapping, and that's slavery, and that's bondage, and you going out here thinking that you're being a feminist because in your mind, this is me doing what I want to do. But if doing what you want to do is setting back the people 25 years, what are you doing? I can do what I want to do and walk out here and do love and hip hop for 100 years. But if the world looks at Richie D and says, you, my friend, are setting the culture back, I have to accept that and either monetarily, fuck you, I'm going to continue, or, wow, am I? Maybe I need to change. And if the show's not willing to change with me, maybe I need to walk away. But the theory that you get to do whatever you want to do under the guise of it's a free world, I can do what I want to do. This is 2022. Women are more powerful than that. No, beloved, you are setting your people back. You're setting the women back right now by what you're doing, because that's what y'all fought not to do. So now, just because you can do anything you want to do, you're gonna go back and fight and give the people who fought for you not to have to do this. You're gonna do it under your own accord now. You're gonna go do the things that the people fought that to make it so you don't have to do these things. You're going to go do them because you can. And I like a pair of titties as much as the next dude. And I like ass in the air, and I like twerking, and I like to scroll the explore page, and I like to see all of those things that women do that are probably setting women back. But you know what? I ain't a woman. And when you get treated that way, how are you angry about it? How are you angry about it? When people come up to me and they say, yo, I tell you this all the time, yo, that's Rich Dollaz from Love and Hip Hop. They don't know that I'm Rich Dollaz from Bad Boy Records first. They don't know that I'm Rich Dollaz from Vandy. They don't know that I'm Rich Dollaz, a basketball player. They don't know any of those things. And you know what? I don't get mad about that, because I put myself in a place where they only know what I did most recently. So if you're a woman, don't tell me how dope you are. Don't tell me what the pictures don't mean nothing and it's a good time. And it's, I know you from what you show me. I know you from what you show me. So when you get treated, if you get treated based on what you show people, don't get mad because you're so much more. Because you're not showing me so much more. You're showing me exactly what you are or what you want to be seen. Because you're not on Instagram with a book. You're not on Instagram with your degrees in back of you. You're not on Instagram preaching a sermon. You're not on Instagram talking about sociology or psychology or math or whatever the hell you studied in college. So don't get mad at me if I treat you like the girl who's twerking with her ass in the air and some shorts on with a fucking vagina print. Don't get mad at that. That's all I can tell you. I don't get mad at y'all when y'all be like, when I walk down the street and y'all be like, yo, that's the nigga from Love and Hip Hop. Yo, Richie D, Creep Squad. I don't get mad at y'all. In my mind, I say, I'm so much more. I'm so much more. But y'all don't know me. And I can't get mad at you because of what you've been watching on TV for the last 11 years. I would be silly to get mad at you for coming up to me saying, yo, Creep Squad, or whatever the hell y'all say when you see me. And I have shown you nothing else. You don't know Richie Dollar with the book bag in 2006, running through all clubs in New York City, getting records played, hanging out with Sean Press, Puff Daddy Combs, and Hen Rock and the team. Hall P. You don't know him. You know this guy. So, you know what? Hey, that's all. I can't get mad at you. I just have to say, well, you know what? Maybe if it's important enough to me, that I have to now change that thought process. But it's, from experience, it's very hard to change the thought process. Very, very hard to change the thought process. And I'm telling you that from my experience. So now I can relay that same experience to you women. It's going to be very hard for me to believe that you are a very, very, very educated, down-to-earth, good woman if all I do is look at your page and you got your ass in the air with a pussy print. It's going to be very hard for you to change my mind. And I'm trying to smash. And that's all I'm trying to do because you ain't showed me that you worth anything other than that. That's what Candace Owens was saying. And just because you can, don't mean it's right too. I'm a freaking grown man. I can leverage anything I do wrong with. I'm grown. I do what the fuck I want to do. I'm rich. I do what the fuck I want to do. I can leverage that with anything I do wrong. Doesn't mean I'm in the right. Just because you're a woman and you say, I can do it. I'm a woman. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm a grown-ass woman. Okay, that's fine. You are a grown-ass woman, and you can do whatever you want to do indeed, beloved. But don't get mad when you get treated the way people treat the women who do those things that you're doing. If, in fact, you want motherfuckers to think you're so much more.
Yo, Rich, I'm gonna tell you, there are times when you go on your soapbox and your rants, and I just let you go like, where's this nigga going? But good Lord, you just said, yo, you broke it down so well. I'm so proud of you. like to hear the way you broke that down in the most simplest, in your face, I don't even know what to come back after that, because you let it be known you might be the best woman on planet Earth. You might be the woman that I've been looking for my whole life. But what you have shown me, what you put out to the world day in and day out, the images, the pictures, the videos, don't be mad when I treat you like every other skank who I don't want to do nothing else but hit it. The only thing that in my eyes you're good for is the box. Nothing more. You are a smash. But can you be mad at me? Be mad at yourself. Be mad at that person looking back at you in the mirror. That's the person to blame. Because you very well might be the wife, not the girlfriend, the wife I've been looking for. But I will never get to know that person. I will never allow myself to know. And this is what women don't understand. A dude, he won't even allow himself to get to know the different layers of you, because in his mind was already made up by the time that he hit you on the DM. You want it up. I just want to smash. And anything that you tell me, anything that you show me beyond that, I don't want to hear. Because I already know who you are and what you are, because I've dealt with 100 of you already. So you broke that thing down so dope, Rich. I'm so proud of you. We gonna make this into a clip. We can cut my part out and just let you go on your rant, because you just said, real talk, you just killed it. And it needs to be something that we all think about, right? Men and women. What we put out to the world, how can we be mad when we are treated exactly as the image that we put out there? How can we be mad at somebody else? It's not their job to get to know me. It's not their job not to judge. Like, we live in a judgmental society. That's who God made us this way. We strive not to be judgmental as human beings, but it's in our genetics. It's in our DNA. That's just what it is. We put labels on one another, whether we think we do or we don't. And you're mad when you're not being wiped up. The next time you are asking yourself, why am I not being wiped? Why don't you take a step back, whoever you are, and just go look at your social media. Just one day say, yo, let me just take a step back, and I'm going to go look at my timeline for the last year. And if you could say, honestly, that if I was a man, I would approach me to wipe me up, then great. But if you're honest with yourself, and you got to be honest with yourself, more times than not, you will see through the eyes of somebody else looking at your social media feed and say, damn, maybe I need to make a change. And before we switch topics, I want to say how dope I thought it was that you said, and I don't know how you worded it, but long story short, we're both grown, you and I. And as long as I ain't doing nothing illegal, I could hide behind anything. I'm a grown man. I could do what I want. But just because I can do what I want, don't make it right. It don't make it the right thing to do. So where so many women are hiding behind, I'm grown, I'm a feminist, men been doing this for years, this, that, and the third. If that is your stand, stand on it. Stand on it. But you cannot come out the other side of your mouth and say, it ain't no good men out there, because no man is approaching me. You cannot, like if that's the way you really feel, I'm grown, I could do what I want. Just because I'm putting pictures up like this, just because I'm making videos like this, it don't necessarily show who I am. Okay, fine, own it. But you also gotta own the fact that them good men, the good men that you say don't exist, that nigga is running to the next chick. He's not walking, he's running. But he's gonna try to smash before he get there. But that just is what it is.
But it goes back to what you said earlier. It goes back to what you said earlier about the competition. If you are the competition makes people do things who they're not. Like they aspire to be. Like you just said it. Like what you said was the mouthful to me. You and I didn't even really ever in my really ever really just broke it down and thought about all these women who you named that are goals, women gold. All of them are taken. All of them